I never would have thought that I would be getting fired from my job for my social media account. Effective yesterday, I was terminated from my company, Central Transport, for my social media. About a week ago, my boss called me and said, hey, they're putting you out of service because of your TikTok account. I was like, oh, that's weird. And a week went by, I'm trying to get in contact with people. I got no contact from nobody, no higher ups, anyone. My boss called me yesterday, said they're going through with the termination for negligence and making the company look bad. And I'm like, dang, like, who would have thought? Who would have thought I would be getting fired from my trucking job because of my social media account? And it's kind of crazy. And I'm not mad because I really didn't do nothing. I was just creating content, making day in the lives, telling my story about my trucking experience and things like that. But it is what it is. I was sitting at home for a week, just blowing my mind, like, dang, like, am I really about to get fired over my TikTok account? Like, this is crazy. Like, I never thought in a million years. I only have 3,000 followers on Instagram and 900 followers on TikTok. No, vice versa.
A man barely alive. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man be that man.
Oh my god. Really just got fired because of my TikToks. Guys, sorry, I'm back home now. Oh my god, I'm like literally shaking. I just lost my job that I worked at for 2 years because I didn't know that I wasn't allowed to like record at the restaurant and make TikToks, which sounds dumb. Like, I understand the reason I was let go, but no one like told me that I couldn't do it. Like, no one told me that it wasn't allowed or that I was gonna, like, I didn't even get in trouble for it. I didn't get a write-up for anything. I've never gotten a write-up at that place. Like, I've worked there for over 2 years. And like, it just feels so like out of the blue. Like, I don't know. I just can't believe I just got fired.
Okay, in these videos, we're watching people who no longer have jobs. Whether they lost their job because they're complete idiots or they were just bored making money. The point is, guys, in this economy, you have a job, you keep it.
Well, I started working at Walmart like a little over 3 months ago. It's my dream to be a TikToker. It's my dream to be a content creator. So I started posting TikToks without really knowing what to do. Just because, I want to be a TikToker, a YouTuber and stuff. And I didn't know what to post. I just knew that I needed to post every day. So I just started posting, and I worked at Walmart. So, I started posting and making these videos at Walmart and, making these funny videos of me at work and stuff. And I just got fired, finally. Everyone's about to be like, oh, you finally got fired. And like, yeah, I got fired. Yo, Blastoise, you're the worst of... Yo, Blastoise, you're the worst of the three evolutions. Like, man, get your hands off me, bro. Get your hands... Bro, not after what you said about my mom. You're gonna pay, bro.
Yes, that's the totality of his content. Who is hiring these people?
I just got fired from my job at Aerie. Like, literally just got fired. Got home, immediately ripped my shoes off, came in here and started talking to the camera. Yeah, it's fresh off the presses, girl. I will say it out loud right now. I did get fired over my TikTok. Do I think it was the correct reason to let me go? No, but they have their own way of doing things, I guess. Yeah, no more Aerie content for a while, guys. I'm so sorry. For those of you who are following me because of said Aerie content, I'm so sorry to let you down, babe. If you guys want to stay and watch me do random shit at my house, watch me look for a new job.
So about 2 days ago, I was withdrawn from my nursing program by my school, and I want to talk about why. Making this video to educate people because I don't want people to make the same mistakes that I did. So any nasty or unnecessary commentary, you can leave it to yourself. Thank you very much. Well, in our student handbook that we sign before the program starts, before the semester starts, it basically states, do's and don'ts and requirements and expectations of us. So that like nursing school videos are extremely popular these days, and I guess I was kind of on the bandwagon, like, hey, I'm in nursing school, like, let me show people what this looks like.
So I'm pretty sure that every single nurse on TikTok saw how that nursing student was videoing a day in the life of a nursing student at clinicals, and she got kicked out of her program. And she came on the internet and told everybody, and she's real sad. Did y'all nursing school, I suffered. I don't know about y'all. I suffered to the point that I will never, ever video at work. I don't really want people to know that I'm a nurse. Like, it's like a minimal part of my life. And I don't want my whole identity to be being a nurse. And so if you think, based off the fact that I suffered in nursing school, it was very like emotionally traumatic for me. I'm going to get on TikTok at work in my working scrubs and post about being at work. Oh, hell no. You ain't ever gonna know. You ain't ever gonna be able to put A and B together, that Angelica work here and she's here and she's... No, you're not. Y'all need to stop doing that.
For those who've been subscribing to my channel for a while, you know I like to do my research. So I went to this chick's social media page. Even though she doesn't say anything in this video to get her fired, you can tell that in future videos, I believe it's going to escalate. She's going to lose her job eventually. It's just going to happen. She doesn't know how to stay off social media talking about her career field, and it isn't in a positive way.
And here we go.
Okay, nurses in New York that are striking, I support you 100%, but I want to talk about something from a different perspective. On top of the fact that I understand the reasons why that y'all are going on strike, but I also want to talk about the fact that you might even be going on strike because of the lack of leadership in your units. Specifically Montefiore, specifically the Bronx, in the operating room. I, had the privilege of witnessing a wonderful human come over and kind of like self-destruct, and she like was running around like a little chicken with her head cut off, and she was like in a management director position. I was quite embarrassed of the way that she acted and she communicated with staff that day when she was there. Keep in mind, we're 5 days in and she decided to come now and kind of like was running around trying to create chaos, but I think naturally she's maybe just a chaotic human being. And so it just made me feel bad for the nurses at this facility. And I'm like, this is what y'all tolerate? This is what you have to deal with? And it was embarrassing. Like, I was concerned for the patients in terms of this woman, how she was acting and treating staff, me and another nurse specifically. In my head, I'm like, I would hate to see you in a situation where something's actually going wrong, because she talks so much. She's not a leader. There's lack of leadership as a whole, I think, in this situation. And she's a little bit of a dictator, and then she wants to throw jabs, but she can dish it, but she can't take it. So, the Bronx is already a tough area. It's a busy hospital, but I think another huge thing that the nurse strike situation organization should also consider looking at is the leadership in these hospitals, specifically the OR, because, baby, some of y'all leaders aren't on the same page. I literally had 3 managers or directors standing in front of me, all telling me 3 different things at the same time, and then everybody looking at me like this and asking me why I'm not doing something. Because I'm like, y'all all 3 just told me something different at the same time. That is crazy. And then your feelings want to get hurt when I'm like, hey, hold on just a second. I'm from Texas. We don't talk to each other this way. But all 3 of y'all are telling me something different at the same time. So I can only imagine how it is on a day-to-day basis in this teaching hospital. It should be looked at.
Here's another perfect example why companies don't want to hire Gen Z anymore. Can you imagine doing this, boomers and Gen X?
Some of y'all must really hate your jobs. You must really hate paying your bills, having food in your mouth, having a roof over your head, financial stability, security. You must hate all that. You must be trust fund babies. You must have an inheritance coming. A settlement, coming from an accident of some sort? No? Because I don't know what would possess you to make a video like this and post it on the internet. Because somebody, I guarantee you, somebody is going to see that video and say, oh my gosh, I know them. And I know what dental office that is. And I'm going to call that dental office.
One picked up. When I was 16, I worked at Pizza Hut, and we had this policy that if no one picked up the pizza order, you got to take it home. Like, one of the employees got to take it home. So I, being a genius 16-year-old, finessed the system. And I was like, okay, well, what if I just had one of my buddies call in a pizza and never pick it up? So I did exactly that. I had one of my friends call in a pizza. I'd make it because I was the cook, and he would never pick it up. And I'd be like, oh, well, I guess I'll take it home, guys. I mean, shit. I love this kind of pizza. But it got a little suspicious after the same person ordered the exact same pizza every single time I clocked into work, and they never picked it up. And I almost got fired for that, but luckily I didn't. And for any Pizza Hut workers out there, you can do this too, you know? Just make sure to be a bit smarter about it.
So when potential future employers scrub the internet for your social media, they're going to find you're teaching people how to steal.
So I just finished sending an email officially declining a full-time job position based on the fact that they want to run a social media screening, so a social media background check through a company called ClearStar. And actually I was supposed to respond by yesterday, but I was kind of eating my Little Caesars pizza and I just, it blew out my mind, but I got a follow-up email this morning, so I made sure to respond because I know how annoying it is when we're applying and we don't get responses. And this is the first time that I've ever had to encounter this. Like, I am fully aware that people are checking our social medias, and mine are very much public. I am a content creator on here, on Instagram, everything. And, you know, if someone snoops and they decide they don't want to contact me for an interview or anything, that's up to them, I understand. But basically, I looked up what the screening would consist of, and pretty much they will really look for you. Like, it doesn't matter if your emails are connected, if like you're providing your use, they will find you, essentially, is what I was gathering from that presentation that they posted on their website. And yes, I can private stuff, but again, if you're commenting on other people's posts, if you're engaging with other people's profiles, I'm sure they can pull that up as well.
After I moved here for only 4 weeks, I got laid off.
Let me hold your hand while I say this. Nobody is safe from layoffs.
I've been laid off. I don't have a f***ing job. I'm unemployed. I have no income. Oh, I'm so
I'm getting laid off. I am 99% sure. My company has been going through layoffs every month, pretty much. Not really, but like a lot. Last month was the last round, and it's been rumored. And yesterday I kept seeing a ton of stuff on the Blind app where people were saying it's going to be bigger than we've ever seen. There's a 15-minute calendar meeting on my calendar right now. So for the next 6 minutes, I'm sweating bullets. I will be back to let you guys know, did I get laid off? And if you've ever seen my face before, you know this is ridiculous. Like, do you think this is the final round where I'm axed? So stay tuned.
The jobs report was released today and the U.S. labor market is frozen. So I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, everybody knows that the labor market is weak, but then again, it's not collapsing and of course it's not booming. But we're in a situation right now, at least for December, that was reported on, that the hirings and the layoffs are slowing down, both of them. I want to show you this chart showing the monthly jobs added or lost for the past few years. And as you can clearly see, it's a downward trend. The U.S. labor market has been weakening, which is why the Federal Reserve has been cutting interest rates. And just take a look at where we are today, 50,000 jobs added, right? But I do want to point this out because I told you this last time that this would happen, and I know that many people agreed and they knew that this was coming. The government previously reported that we lost 105,000 jobs in October, okay? Now, they revised it downward to job losses of 173,000 for October. And that's not a small amount. Like, how are they off by about 70%? Like, it's ridiculous.
Even these job fairs are a waste of time for many people. These are companies just trying to put their name out there to make you a consumer in the future. It's bad now when Americans have to apply to hundreds of companies just to find one company to hire them.
People tell me how long they've been unemployed for, because I've been unemployed for 4.5 months and I feel like I'm on the verge of a psychotic break at this point. Thank you.
Let me hold your hand while I say this. Nobody is safe from layoffs. If you work for a large corporation, at some point, you may be on the list. I know people who have been promoted January 1st, laid off January 15th. I know people who have given their heart and soul for many, many years, have gotten laid off. So if you take nothing from what I say, take this. Make sure you have other income options and start today.
Hey, so I just wanted to quickly touch base with you and remind you that you are doing an absolutely stellar job at this company. And it's not just me who feels this way. Keep this between me and you, but me and also Phil are talking about you behind the scenes. And let me tell you face to face that you are headed on the right trajectory, okay? You're on a great path, so just keep doing what you're doing. One quick thing though, I'm gonna share a doc with you that I need you to start filling out on a weekly, maybe daily basis. It's just an activity tracker. It'll help me help you. It'll just tell me what you're working on a daily basis so that I know that you maintain on the right path. So just start filling that out on a regular basis, and at the end of each week, we'll go through it together. HR might pop in here and there just to make sure that we're all holding each other accountable. But seriously, good work, and keep it up.
This is a skit of reality, how companies now want you to annotate your daily processes just to keep the job you already have.
I think the layoffs we saw in 2025 are just the tip of the iceberg. I think we're going to see a much bigger elimination of headcount here in 2026. I'll tell you two reasons why. First one, the layoffs have become a drug for businesses. They're using layoffs as a business strategy, and they're not going to be able to quit it. It's just a super easy way to improve profitability. But the bigger picture is going to be three letters, RPE, and that's revenue per employee. And I think this is going to be driver of those playbooks, right? The profits over people playbook is going to be the metric that all these companies are looking at, and I'm going to share why. If you look at NVIDIA, their current revenue per employee is over $5 million. And if you look at some of the other big companies like Microsoft, their current RP is 1.29 million. Amazon's only at 438,000. Alphabet 2 million. Meta closer to 2.56 million. I think this is the metric that shareholders are going to demand and what's going to drive the stock price.
Laid off last December, not this December, last December 2024, right after I got married. And then I got a job this last August after being unemployed for like 8 months. And then I also got laid off from that job. So it's going great. It's going great. If anyone knows anything about how to get a job in this economy, in this type of, is the worst field to be in is probably sales and marketing. But here I am. Unfortunately, that's what my degree is in. And unfortunately, that's the only experience I have. So if some person tells me to go back and spend more to go into more debt for another degree that might work, maybe, possibly, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that, because it's not useful.
So now I'm unemployed and I feel sick because I don't know, because I still have bills to pay. I have a car lease and my car insurance and my dog and my apartment.
So if you've been following along with my videos, I've been dealing with a severe mid-career crisis. So I just started my career in sales and decided that I can't hack it in sales.
So I've been doing sales for one of the top broadcast companies. And my problem has just been that I cannot create enough work-life separation. So the way that people were speaking to me, and when I was having to call people, the way that they were treating me was just bleeding so much into my personal life. There were about 100 other reasons, but that was probably the biggest one. Is it was devastating to my mental health at home. So I just quit. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't really have a savings. It was probably super irresponsible of me to just quit my job without a plan.
Yeah, like we don't support that. Our company's not about that. Like, we're not really comfortable with that. Okay, well, you can have a great day because we have the right to refuse service, so.
Okay, so you're discriminating, right?
So we're just, you're getting loud, sir, like.
You're just discriminating. So that's fine, we will leave.
Okay, thank you, like.
What's your name?
No, we're not serving Trump support. You have a great day.
What's your name?
You have a great day. I'm worried, I'm confused if this is a joke too, like, we're questioning the same thing. Okay. Because you're Trump supporters? They're going on Facebook Lives because they're Trump supporters. Did Trump just not start a war yesterday?
You're refusing service to this establishment because we're holding you, right? Which is discrimination.
You know that ICE is going on right now?
Which is discrimination, right?
Yeah, but you came in here with, like,
Okay, well, you said you were going to leave, so please just have a great day and leave so we can continue what we're doing. Like, thank you.
You were just wanting us to hoodie, and you literally looked at us and I asked you if everything was okay. You said you don't feel comfortable serving me because of my husband's hoodie.
Yes.
This is discrimination.
Okay, well, have a great day. Like, you're still here. Like, you're still.
Us, so
that's illegal. Okay.
I said Trump discriminates us.
Right.
Nothing to do with us wanting a smoothie.
Okay, but that's what you support. That's what you love, though. So go ahead, have a great day.
You don't own this. You don't own smoothie.
Okay, have a great day. Like, why are they still here? Why are they still here? Okay, that's fine. Like, you're just making us uncomfortable. I don't care. Like, have a great day. Get out. Go. Go. Get out. Like, he's like, go. Like, are you not embarrassed? Are you not embarrassed? That's embarrassing. You guys supporting Trump, that's embarrassing for you. That's embarrassing for you guys. It's not embarrassing because my manager was here, she said the same thing to you. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying to you, okay? That's that.
You know that's a crime, right?
It's not, though. We have the right to refuse service here, and that's what we did. You asked her what was wrong and she said that she was uncomfortable, right or wrong. You asked a question, she answered, have a great day. Have a great day. The door is right there. Have a great day. Thank you. Have a great day. Call the police. Okay, what's the police gonna do? Like, what? Oh my God. There's no way. Okay, why are you still in here? Have a good day. Like, what? Like, what the fuck? No. Like, wait, I'm sorry. Like, I'm so sorry. I need to do these boys. Hi guys, it's Janai and Michelle. I'm just gonna explain what happened yesterday at Smoothie King Ann Arbor. So basically, it was really busy the whole day. It was just me and my other coworker. And basically, this couple comes in the midst of it being like super busy, so we cannot attend to them right away. We're just like, hello, we'll be with you in a moment. And they're just giving us really weird looks. And so like we're kind of looking at them back, like, what's going on? And that's when we realized they're wearing Trump merch. And that's when my coworker says to me like that, like, this is making me uncomfortable. Like, this is weird. Like, because mind you, it was really the day right after Black History Month. And that's when Torta asked us if there was an issue, and that's when my coworker said like, yeah, we're uncomfortable because of your sweater, of your husband's sweater, and she was taking an order on the headset for the drive-through, and then so that's why I was doing most of the talking, because you know she was attending to the customers, so that's what, like, yeah, like we are uncomfortable. And then that's when he immediately gets loud. As you can see, guys, in my video, and we're just saying like, yeah, like we're uncomfortable, blah 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 blah, and then he immediately gets loud like, discrimination, you're discriminating against us. And that's when we start to get loud, because like this grown man is getting loud at us, and you know he's probably so angry because he is an ex-meth head, okay? And yeah, like I told them, like, as you guys can see in my video, I said we have the right to refuse service. Have a good day. They did not want to listen to that. Like, have a good day, SpongeBob Big Guy Pants, okay? Like, I'm not really sure what else to tell you guys, so that's why I kept repeating, have a good day, thank you. And then they started like asking us for our names, like saying that they were going to call the police on us. And it's just like, baby, you said you were going to leave, so what are you still doing here? The door, okay? Okay, and now everybody's attacking me online, all the goys. News stations have picked this up. I'm trending on every social media platform. It's not like, guys, like, we just gotta lock in and wake up. It's not about Trump. It's not about Biden. Baby, Israel. Israel's the real issue here, okay? We all need to just wake up and accept it. And that's all the Queen Miss Michelle has to say. Goodbye.
Viral video showing them allegedly refusing service to a couple because one of them is wearing a Trump hoodie. Let's get live.
What we can tell you is the couple that says they're victims in this case recorded the exchange they had with those two now fired workers. Listen.
We were just wanting a smoothie, and you literally looked at us, and I asked you if everything was okay. You said we don't feel comfortable serving you because of my husband's hoodie. Yes. That is discrimination.
Okay, well, have a great day. Like,
that is illegal.
So that's illegal.
So here's what happened at this Ann Arbor Smoothie King. The two workers are out of jobs after refusing to serve Erica and her husband Jake of Dearborn Heights. Jake is wearing a hoodie with President Trump's name on it. The workers said they did not feel comfortable in this encounter, and the couple says they were clearly discriminated against.
Hey, you know that's a crime, right?
It's not.
Discrimination is a crime.
We have the right to refuse service here, and that's what we
not due to political views, though.
A lot of people are surprised to find out that the constitutional freedom of speech does not apply to private businesses, which means private businesses can discriminate based on political viewpoint. If you could refuse service to somebody with a MAGA hat, or you could refuse service to somebody with a Kamala Harris hat. It's just the law. Now, there are some specific states that do have laws protecting political speech, including in the public venue. Michigan is not one of them. And the Constitution itself, freedom of speech, does not apply to private businesses.
I just quit my corporate job like a couple of days ago, and at first I was like really excited. But now as the days go by, I'm like, damn, I kind of miss having money.
I think I could speak on behalf of all quitters, considering I am the corporate quitter. Yeah, we're entering into a phase of just literal despair. Something that's trending right now is called the Great Remorse, and essentially, apparently, a lot of people are feeling regretful of the decision that they made to quit. Now, I'm a quitter. I quit about almost crazy 2 years ago. I don't feel necessarily remorse for quitting because, frankly, I'm the happiest I've ever been. But I'm definitely the most stressed that I've ever been. And this is part of like the entrepreneurial game, right? That's what happens when you job hop or you try something new. Like it's expected. But I feel like there's something more going on here. We're witnessing the collapse of so many systems simultaneously that I feel like that, in combination with the financial stress and just like uncertainty of what's going to happen, is just at an all-time high.
Well, when you quit your job without a backup plan, you muppet, that's what happens. You have financial stress. Thank you guys. Comment below, subscribe. I appreciate you.